Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan and you are watching my really late World of Sport Wrestling review, week number 4. Kicking us off this week, we saw B. Priestley facing off against Kaylee Ray for the WS Women's Championship. It was a really good match, very back and forth, a lot more of a vicious B. Priestley, but the match didn't last too long with Viper getting involved. And then everything just went to pot, and it's been announced that next week the championship will be on the line and the entire women's division will be involved. Now the second match of the night was not just match of the night, but it's also match of the show so far, as Martin Kirby faced off against the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay. It was just high-flying craziness from the get-go. Just like week 1, Will Ospreay showed that he knows no bounds. If fly happens. But Martin Kirby didn't let Will Ospreay keep the advantage to himself, as Martin also showed some very I forgot the word. He showed moves. He kind of proved that anything you can do, I can do better, or just the same, to Will Ospreay. And neither man really got an advantage throughout. Like, it was always one side or the other right up until the end. There was never a dominant person in the match. So really, really good match. Again, like I say, match of the night, match of the show so far. And the third match saw the final first round tag team tournament match, which was Creator and Robbie X, or as I call them, the Fast and the Furious, against Grado and Davey Boy Smith Jr. or British Bulldog Jr. And again, it was just another good match. Like, Grado wanted nothing to do with Creator. Creator just didn't let anybody get him down. And so when Creator was in the match, it was just very much, I am the beast, I am the monster, you cannot get me. But when Robbie X was in the match, it was lots, again, similar to the previous match, there was lots of fast-paced action, flying, jumping. And yeah, it was just a really fun match. Grado and British Bulldog Jr. looked fantastic, and they're moving on in the tournament. In the final match of tonight, we saw a number 1 contenders WS Championship match between Justin Sison, Joe Hendry, what was planned to be Adam Maxted but became Nathan Cruz, because nobody hurts that pretty face. Again, it was another good match. Like, the bromance showed that the bromance is forever by not only Nathan Cruz getting himself into the match to protect Maxted, but also Maxted helping Cruz out, as well as Cruz making sure that even with Maxted on the outside of the ring, he was never harmed, taking moves that were to protect Maxted. And again, all men looked fantastic, and the world got to witness Justin Sison's Super Spear. That's Justin Sison's Super Spear, which is from the outside to the inside, because why do a suicide dive when you can do a superhero dive? And Sison came to the victor with that spinning clothesline lariat, whichever word, clothesline lariat, they're all the same to me, both the same to me. But yeah, he came flying through, and he will face Rampage one more time. So yeah, it's all in all, it was a good show. Definitely, I say, it's on an incline, not a decline or a straight line. Each show, each week, gets better and better. And the more Will Ospreay we see, the more Robbie X we see, the more Justin Sison we see, the more of everyone we see. It's just a really good show. And yeah, not every talent can be on every week, but for every talent we have a good match, we have a unique match. And yeah, great show overall. Definitely, again, it's going up, not straight or down, always up. And next week with the women's match, going to be really brutal, and nice to see the new faces in the women's division join. That was this week's US Wrestling. Again, I'm sorry that this week's was late, but SummerSlam weekend, being tired, recovering from SummerSlam weekend, just, it is what it is. Again, hopefully for Saturday's show, I should have this review out a lot sooner because nothing's blocking it. So I will see you for that one. Peace.